I am victimized by psychic abusers, even from a distance. They seem to be able to act upon something they perceive that is relatively close to me. I don't think people can really victimize me very much from a distance. They actually come to be close by me to get to me. So it's something shortwave like Wi-Fi. It's either Wi-Fi or it's something like it. I don't know whether or not they're using technology or if they just have an ability. If it's technology, it could be Wi-Fi or something electrical, something shortwave. It's got to be shortwave because they have to come to me. If it's not electrical, what is it? They're doing it now, taking thoughts out of my head. They don't want me to know what they're doing. Those who are doing it right now are driving off in their car. I can hear them going. Others are running engines to do whatever they're doing with their engines. Oh, I was starting to figure it out. They didn't want me to figure it out, so they've gone and they've taken the thoughts with them, away from me. It's either Wi-Fi or it's something they can see. Oh, I remembered, thank God. It's something they can see that I can't see. I don't think it's heat. They wouldn't get through the walls. They're outside. I don't think it's smell. That wouldn't necessarily transmit back, really. Is it electricity? I think it's most likely to be. It's something I have and make that they need or really want from me. Something I can make that they can't make. So there's going to be a genetic difference between us. So that's the clue. A genetic difference that makes some kind of property I make that extends beyond my body far enough for them to reach it outside. Something that they can see, like a snake sees infrared, that's heat, or a bee see an insect, many insects can see like ultraviolet. Something that they can influence that affects me as if they were touching my body. They are able to affect me by acting on it. They can make me think various things they want to think, possibly just by torturing me. It may not be an actual connection to my brain. It may not be actual nerve connections. It could just be they're torturing me and somehow telling me subconsciously or very quietly or something, do this because I won't stop torturing you until you do it. And that makes me do what they want, which is to think a certain thought, and then somehow they take it. I think it's got to be nervous in some way, though. It's thought related in some way, because when I think the thought they want, they take it and go. So it's thought related in some way, because thoughts are made of electrical impulses, and when I think what they want me to think, they take those electrical impulses. They somehow zap them out of me, pull them out of me. They can attract them away, and then they go off with them. These could be angelic, demon, fallen angel crosses. They look completely human. I actually think they outnumber humans. But we are more powerful than them, and they fear us. If we were healthy, they would run. Times I've been able to get some energy together and just feel something changing me to become higher energy and increased me somehow, me increased in some way. If I've gotten angry and gone to speak to them, they run. Just the thought of not even necessarily being physically gotten hold of, but just being acted upon by a being that is a stronger mentation, that has stronger mind than them, makes them run. But it uses up very quickly because I'm not well enough as the being I should be to retain hold of it, or to keep generating it, or to use it wisely, or whatever. And so they turn on me. And I have to get away from them then, because it goes quickly. And then they turn on me physically very often. I mean, it's happened several times anyway, and more often than not, they've turned on me physically once my power is gone. But they fear us. In the Bible, it says these fallen angels or watchers can separate pieces of themselves and send them to do tasks. And that the things then come back having completed their tasks. And they benefit from this in some way. And they rejoin them. It sounds like these UFOs in the sky that can separate into many pieces and then of the same size even, and then join back into one without, of the same original size. So they do have psychic abilities. They may be able to perceive something about me that I don't know about. And they're able to act upon me and do terrible things to me. I've spent the last few days so tired I can't begin to tell you. And my eyes were very tired anyway. I mean, unnaturally tired for me, certainly. I'm not this tired usually for so long, so much. It's happened repeatedly in the last few months, last couple of months or more. And in the last about 3 or 4 days, I've been tired almost all the whole day. Literally just a few hours a day, a couple of hours, 2, 3 hours a day, not tired. My eyes are tired. They're burning and tired and want to sleep all the time. I'm not just talking about weakness like you might think I lack iron in my body or something. This has happened to me before as well. I remember over the years, and I've gone to the doctors and told them, and they gave me blood tests and thought I was low on iron, but I never have been low on iron. Once I was low on iron. I was given some iron pills by the doctor, and I was better a couple of appointments later, and I was still feeling tired. And I didn't know what it was. They cause effects that seem to be arthritis, physical pain, and tiredness. I was given a course of ibuprofen by my doctor, and that helped. But they still can produce pain, and they still can produce tiredness. They don't like the painkillers. They don't like ibuprofen. I don't mean the kind you can buy over the counter. I mean a doctor's prescription, which is stronger. And they don't like it. I don't know what it does to them. There is some kind of chemical interaction going on. I think it blocks them in some way, or they just don't like it. Maybe it causes them pain. I don't know what it does. It is a painkiller. It must interact with pain in some way. When I was at college, there was a professor who studied pain, and he gave me some meaningful looks when he spoke about pain. I think really he was researching pain. I think really they're researching how to cause it and keep it going, not just how to cure it. Even if it's just people they have hidden in labs somewhere that they feed off of and cause pain to. They don't want them to learn to adjust to learn how to cope with the pain or anything. They want to keep it going. They've figured out what causes pain, and they want to, and how to stop it. It's pain related. I think pain might be them or whatever, the thing they separate from themselves. It can cause pain and torture you. Maybe that's why they have to come and get me. They have to be close to their victim. Maybe it's not really me. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's not me extending out to something in some way which they're able to access and act upon. Maybe they're sending me their parts and torturing me with them. I think whatever pain is, even arthritic pain, which is a very real thing, you can see it sometimes in people twisting their bones and stuff. You can really see the effects of arthritis in some people. Even then, I think the pain may be psychologically induced. My doctor says the pain is psychologically induced in me, or doctors have said that because, and they say it's and people think then that it's silly nonsense and imagining. But I think the reason that it's called psychological in me is because I'm psychic and I can sense things and help myself to some degree. Certainly with the help of the medication, I've been able to. So for me, there's a psychic element involved because I'm able to do something about it. For people who don't have these kinds of abilities, you know, we all have abilities, and some people don't have this ability. A more sixth sense and sensitivity kind of nature that can sense things and how to cope with things. Such people as can't help themselves in this particular way may be being affected by the same phenomenon and just not be able to handle it. So it could be very real and have very real damaging effects on people. And they're therefore possibly there's something invisible to my sight anyway. Actually, when I started, when I went to my doctor about arthritis and it didn't go away very easily, my doctor, one of them asked me out of the blue, "Do you see lights?" I had just started to see a few lights, you know, globes, orbs moving across the room. I'd never seen them before. How did she know that I was seeing them? I think the painkillers suppress knowledge of things. I was becoming very aware, and that's how I was getting pain. Maybe these people who get arthritis are very aware, but then they would presumably know how to help themselves. I think some of them are aware in some ways, but can't help themselves. To be honest with you, I think if you commit crimes, the karma comes back to you in some way and they can't stop the karma, maybe. So they have done these things themselves, bad things, psychic crimes themselves, and haven't been able to stop the consequences. I'm not sure exactly. That might not be true. But a lot of these people with arthritis are doing these things and bad things themselves, even though they seem to be victims as well. It's like they're victims as well as perpetrators. I'm a victim, I'm not a perpetrator. What is being done is invisible mostly. When I was before the painkillers had a full effect, there was a stage anyway where I was starting to develop ability to see lights. But I told the doctor I was, and maybe she did something to stop that from happening. But I think these things may be lights that you can't normally see. I would really love to have the money to set up equipment that could detect light in every part of the spectrum. There may well be orbs going around. You know, a lot of people with digital cameras have picked up orbs. They think they're ghosts or something, you know, round balls of light that are seen in rooms. I think there may be these things. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I mean, I don't know. Some of them could be innocent ghosts or something just hanging around or whatever. I don't know. The thing is, these things are not normally visible to me. I think they may be gaseous, fine gaseous things, very fine gaseous things. They're so fine they don't even refract or change the pattern of appearance of light or anything. Even light just goes straight through them. Normal light from the sun just goes straight through them. Normal light from anything just usually goes straight through them. They may be made of charged particles. I think that's called plasma, so there could be plasmoids. They're things that cause pain, so whatever's responding to pain in our bodies could detect them. cameras detect light, maybe something could be made that could detect whatever causes pain in the environment. These things may be hanging around the environment. Sometimes when I feel very tired, if I wash my face, the tiredness goes. Some people would say that was just the cold of the water or water itself, which has an effect on things. There's an actual instinct that deals with the sensation of water on the skin. With humans, anyway, I don't know about other animals. They might have different skin because they have different skin. But I think it's because I'm actually washing away